Okay, Slipknot. I didn't think I was smacked, but maybe I am. Hi vlog, today is March 23rd. It's 4:11 p.m. I wanted to come on here because first off, I've been pretty bad about filming these past few weeks. I started cleaning, which is the vlog that I'm working on now. And in the next vlog, I'm pretty sure I just continued cleaning. I'm not sure what else. I'm gonna upload that footage after I upload this video today. But I wanted to show you guys some of the hats that I worked on. So I did this pixie bonnet. So here's the thing. I've made multiple. And for some reason, the one with the color pattern I was most excited about, this one came out uneven. I don't know where I lost count, but this was crochet, so it's a bit easier for me to lose count. It's still very cutesy, still very springtime, but I wanted to challenge myself when I went and got all that yarn. I think I showed you guys all the yarn I got. There's just a bag and this basket right here. But yeah, I got a bunch of yarn because I was out of cute colors and it was about to be spring. So I also got more of, well, my girlfriend had more of the blue yarn already, thank goodness. But when I went to Michael's to get the brown yarn, they did not have the same brand, but I was able to find a pretty similar color. I got two different browns because I wasn't sure. Because I didn't bring like a piece, a sample to like color match. I don't know why. Well, I do know why, because I hadn't planned on going to Michael's. I went to like a random shopping center and there happened to be a Michael's there. Well, anywho, brought those colors together again, and now I've knit this bonnet. But here's the thing. This took me like 2 weeks to make. So number one, knitting way harder than crocheting. It's very cute. I like the pattern, but it's kind of lumpy right here where I attached the like top rectangular part of the bonnet, because what happened was I realized once I finished this bonnet that the first few rows I did were reversed. Like the inside pattern was on the outside with these, and at some point I self-corrected. I don't know how, because I didn't know I was doing the wrong thing, and then all of my stitches were uniform except for those rows. Well, I didn't want to take out all the rows I did, so I tried to detach it from the rectangle and do it from the top, which just ultimately led to it being bulkier. So even I don't think I took a before video, but it was also like really complicated to take out, which it shouldn't have been. It was very annoying. So basically the reason why I'm filming this time is because now I know better. Number one, my first knitting pattern probably should not have involved two different colors of yarn, but I really wanted to see what the pattern would be like. And I do love the way the pattern came out. It is very warm. So this is more practical rather than beautiful. And so with that, I want to try to go for beauty. I got this acrylic blend yarn. It looks kind of like the mohair. It kind of feels like it. I feel like I could brush it out and get like that furry texture look, which is kind of what I wanted. It says that this is purple and green, but I like the idea of not having to change colors or mix colors and just doing one color. So I'm going to try to recreate the same bonnet correctly and with only one yarn. And I feel like it'll come out better. Now, granted, I only have one ball, so I really don't know if I'm gonna run out of yarn. That's one thing I do have to say. Second, the knitting needles I have, I think I got 5.5 because I think it says, yeah, it says 5.5. I got a 5.5 because that's like the crochet needle that I use the most. So I don't have another kind of knitting needle. So I'm also limited. Like I can't just be like, all right, time to make a shirt. Like I don't have enough cord for that. And I know I could buy more needles, but since I'm still new to knitting, I want to continue to try to make things with the needles I have before I go and spend a bunch of money on buying more needles and more yarns and more patterns and things like that. So yeah, it just says that I need a 4.5 for this. Like I said, this is a 5.5. I think it'll be fine. Are we already getting off to the wrong foot on this project? Possibly. But, you know, I figure if it comes out a little wonky, hopefully not as wonky as the other one, it'll just be a little wabi-sabi, like how this bonnet is crooked. Obviously, I can like try to make it look more, but I don't know if y'all can see it. It just kind of deviates. Like, like this is it folded in half naturally. Like, I don't know if I went too short in the front somehow, but if I try to even them up, then it's too short on the bottom. I don't know what happened. Still cute though. So I'm going to try to do this as error-free as I can, since my last two bonnets have had some errors, which is funny because the first two pixie bonnets I did are error-free. Let me see if any of those are around. For example, my girlfriend's pixie bonnet that I made her. It's perfectly even, perfectly sized, everything's Gucci. Even cute little curls on this, that just came from crocheting naturally. But yeah. And for some reason I can't find the other one that I made, but it was the light blue and white one. Or light blue and cream. I don't know where I put it. I think it might be downstairs because I've worn it. But yeah, all the first two bonnets I made, those were the pixie ones. Did I make? I think I made a regular bonnet too. I don't know where that one is. I need to keep better track of my crochet projects. Point is, I'm addicted to crocheting right now, especially because I love listening to audiobooks. I read all of Fourth Wing in one day while I was knitting this. I didn't finish knitting this, but I did finish the book. So this, like I said, took me like 2 weeks to do. And that was with me knitting every day. Now, I wasn't knitting all day, but still. But yeah, I was happy to finish Fourth Wing. I have Iron Flame, the second book, but also I'm reading other books. So I don't know which book I'm going to read. The other problem I have is that I was going to the next book, Queen of Shadows, I believe, for the, why can't I think right now? For the Throne of Glass series. Yeah, really excited to start the fourth book. No audiobook anywhere. They only have the ebook, which is fine. I have an e-reader, but I really wanted to keep listening to, like, I already listened to the first 3 audiobooks for the series, so I was contingent on continuing to listen to the audiobooks. And I don't plan on buying them. I was checking them out from the library. So yeah, I can check out the ebook, or I can go pick up the physical book at the library. But I have an e-reader, so it's fine. I don't need the physical book. I know people have some mixed opinions and feelings about that. I feel like reading is reading, period. I do a mix of all of them. I have some physical books and more on my shelves. I read some books on my e-reader, and I listen to some audiobooks. It depends on where I'm at and what I'm doing. If I'm going to the beach, you know, maybe I'm bringing my physical book. If I'm riding on the train, not that I have any time recently, you know, maybe I'm reading my e-reader or listening to my audiobook. If I'm going on a walk, I'm listening to my audiobook. I'm not reading my e-reader. So yeah, these are just my thoughts. I just get so tired of the argument that like listening to audiobooks isn't reading. I'm still absorbing the same knowledge from the book. So it feels like reading to me. And I still write my opinions on Goodreads. Now, I haven't written any like thorough reviews. I'm very interested by that concept or idea, especially for Letterboxd too, because I'm big on movies as well. But I don't know. I'm okay with just leaving my star rating. Mostly I'm using these accounts to keep track of what movies and books I've read / watched. But yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna stop yapping, and I'm gonna set y'all up so y'all can watch me figure out how to knit this bonnet again, because I'm gonna have to watch the video again a million times. But oh, already problem number one solved. I was wondering how I was gonna get the yarn off. So this is gonna be interesting. All right, I'm ready to be confused, aka knit. Okay, so I just wanted to say that I changed my mind on the pattern that I was going to follow. I was going to try to just follow the exact pattern that I followed before, but then I realized I had so many problems with that video, hence why I have so many issues, because just like, I don't know if it was just the way it was filmed. I don't know. Point is that it probably wasn't the best beginner tutorial. So I found another video and it says beginner friendly bonnet knitting tutorial with free written pattern. So yeah, by Kennedy. So I'm gonna try that one instead. I don't know what it's like yet. I haven't even clicked on the video. But the fact that it said beginner friendly, I was like, oh yeah, why didn't I click on that one? Because I feel like in the other video I watched, she was saying some things like, oh yeah, just go ahead and do the knit purl stitch. And I was like, huh? Separate video, what's a knit and purl stitch? Like, I was literally going on TikTok looking up how to do the steps that she was saying, because I clearly was not watching a beginner video where they would show me everything step by step. So I'm gonna try the beginner one this time. Instead of basically trying to like freestyle freehand the last one, which is why that one has complications. Yeah, I just feel kind of mad at myself because I'm like, why didn't I do this last time? Why did I follow a difficult tutorial? And why did I keep following it for weeks? And yes, I finished the bonnet. Yes, I got it done. But like, why did I choose this difficult path? I could have chosen a very easy, simple, straightforward video. Anywho, I'm gonna forgive myself. Sierra, you're forgiven. And we move on. I just wanted a little challenge. I just wanted a little something fun. Also, yeah, I didn't film that on YouTube, but I did make a TikTok about that bonnet. But yeah, all the times that I had to take out the yarn and fix areas and was confused and having to look up steps on TikTok. I don't know why none of these were like alarm bells. I was just like, oh yeah, I'm new to knitting. I just need help. No, I was following a pattern that was not for a beginner. Also, oh, I thought I was tripping for a second. I thought one stick was shorter. I was like, anywho, maybe anyway, I didn't think I was smacked, but maybe I am. Yeah, slip knot.
We're going to long tail cast on 23 more. 24 stitches.
This is where I always get confused.
That we just made, this counts as one stitch. We're going to long tail cast on 23 more.
Why do people be speeding past the cast on?
So we have 24 stitches.
Wait. This is how I end up back on TikTok. I clicked on cast on Menthos. What does that mean? And why is it taking forever to load? Oh.
So you're new to knitting and you need to cast on a project. You need a really simple cast.
Yeah.
Let me show you my favorite. This is what I learned first, and this is what I taught my kids when they wanted to learn how to knit. You start with a slip knot, and that is simply taking a length of yarn, creating a loop, and then dropping the tail behind that loop, catching the tail with your needle, and then tightening both strands. You want to tighten it just so that it's snug on the needle, but not so it's tight. You need this to wiggle around. Let me show you that one more time.
No, I don't care about the slip knot. That's the only thing I do know.
Yarn behind, reach through the loop, grab that, and then pull both of your tails until it's snug up on the needle. And then here is my simple cast on from your thumb. This is great practice for new knitters because it's also the motion of knitting when you have two needles. You're going to take the tail of your yarn in your left hand, and you're going to drop your thumb on your yarn and wrap it around like that. Then you're going to take your needle and go up underneath that loop on your thumb. Take the yarn from your right, which should be connected to your ball, and wrap it around your needle, and then pull it through that loop on your thumb, drop your thumb out, and tighten up. There's your first stitch. Now, you'll notice when I tightened up, I pushed my
I
thumb
know
against
there's an
that
easier
yarn
way
and
than
I-
this.
Today I'm going to show you the long tail cast on. Probably one you've heard of and definitely the most popular. Okay, to start, simply just put a slip knot onto your needle and we're going to have a long tail. To figure out how long you want your tail, you're going to make the tail about 3 times the length of what your project is going to be. So if I'm making a scarf and I know I want it to be about 8 inches wide, I'm going to make sure that my
Oh, I
tail
didn't measure,
is about
guys.
24 inches long. Okay, so I'm going to grab both strands like this, and the strand that's pointing down, we want that to be our tail, and the yarn that's going up, we want that to be connected to our ball of yarn. And once I've
4, 5, 6. Wait, let me make sure I have 24. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Okay. And then we're purling 24 rows. That's when your needle comes through the front and you wrap around, pull through. Why do I choose like the most incredibly annoyingest yarn to knit with? I don't know. My first one was 2 yarns. Now this one is a yarn, is an acrylic blend, and it keeps getting caught on itself, which is funny because it's actually pretty soft. Anyway, you just get to purling. All right. Now I'm going to knit 24 after I just purled. I hope I still like this pattern, because maybe I should have fast forwarded to the end to see what the end bonnet looks like, because will I even like it? I think so. It will be bonnet shaped regardless. Honestly, I might not even be able to see like the ribbing or the patterns. I will say definitely a lot easier knitting with one color as opposed to doing 2 yarns at the same time. I feel like my fingers move a bit faster and there's like less tangle ups. Now, granted, this yarn is still kind of tangly, but I think we're okay. Also, I am listening to Iron Flame. Also, back to what I was saying before about the other pattern, it was hard, but also I chose to do a pattern where she was using 2 yarns at the same time because I wanted to have that like color gradient. or variation. But honestly, I could have used 2 yarns with any pattern. I didn't have to follow that specific pattern. But in that specific pattern, she used 2 yarns at the same time. So I was trying to remember why I even chose that video to begin with. All right, row 6, chapter 3, part 1, Bull Pact. So I took out 2 rows because I realized I lost count. And then I put my needle on, and then I realized I put it on backwards because my yarn was facing the opposite way for me to start the next row. So now I'm trying to get back on. But the problem is, I don't know whether I'm supposed to purl or knit next. And if I do it wrong again, that means I'll have to take it out again. So, cast your votes. What do you think will happen? Will I go the right way? All right. To knit or to purl? That is the question. So here's the thing. I thought I was on 6, which is why I did 7. So I think actually I'm on 7 question mark. I also just didn't count if I have 24 stitches still. Anywho, I'm voting knit. So I think last time I purled and I needed to knit. Okay. Please be the right way. Because I realized one side had like a bumpy texture and the other side had a smooth texture, and then 2 of the rows on the smooth side were bumpy, and they were the last 2 rows I had done. So I was like, this is definitely facing the wrong direction. But I couldn't tell until I had done 2 rows. It was hard to tell just from doing 1 row, or even just a couple of stitches. So I've already undone this many, many times, but hey, getting faster. I just lose count. And I know I could just get like the stitch counter app or whatever the heck, but I'm so stubborn. I want to be able to do this in my head. Praying I've gone the right direction. I might have just dropped a stitch. Oh no. Oh, God, my needle just fell. Yes, I think that was right. So that was row 6, question mark? All right, row 7. So I almost messed up a row, but a few stitches in, I started feeling the bumps, and I was like, yeah, this is definitely facing the wrong way. So I'm getting better at telling what each stitch looks like. So that was just row 8 of knitting, row 9, now I'm purling again. Guys, I think I love knitting now. Like, y'all can't tell me I'm not eating. Like, this color combo, it's so cute. The pattern, so cute. I'm gonna hit the bowl again, but Again, this is the same one. I'm not repacking it. Life is worth living. It's 6:15, and yeah, I'm just happy to knit and listen to my audiobook. I'm eating this up. Like this is a good day for me. Wow. My camera's about to die. I'm gonna finish this. I'm assuming this is like the top part of the bonnet. And then I'm gonna give y'all an update because I gotta charge my camera. All right, update. I made dinner, ate dinner, and finished these rows. 25 rows, and it's 9:28 p.m. I've got a J with my name on it. And then we're moving on to the next step, which I'm guessing is like the outer part of the hat. So yeah, see y'all in a second. Okay, so of course this tutorial got a lot harder. I had to put my stitches on this crochet needle. Now I'm going to knit them onto this side. Even though I did 25 rows, she said to only put 16 stitches on the side. Okay. Oh well. I'm not sure how this is gonna go, but it's definitely getting harder than I thought. And this was supposed to be beginner friendly.
Can I get my gay friend action ready?
You're distracting me.
Yeah, fans. Huh, baby? Sorry, she's filming her knitting.
Trying to.
Am I interrupting you? Tomorrow's crazy. I have work.
Wait, did I do that right?
You're just extra sensitive right now. It's okay.
This is why I added the knit counters, knit stitches this time. I wasn't playing. I'm using my crochet hook to hold this side, but now I'll have the 24 already counted out, so I can hopefully keep 16 on each side.
You picked one?
And 24 on this back row.
Oh, you bought it?